Hey, Black Belt reads. So I've got two more books to finish out October. I didn't quite finish Ghost Story yet. I'm very close. But, after I read Hex, I thought Hex was probably the best book of the month. I couldn't put it down, loved it. But then I read Blackwater by Michael McDowell. And this is incredible. One of the best books I've ever read, much less of the month. Even better than Hex. And Hex was really good. Man, Blackwater, 800 pages. Could have been 1600. I flew through it so fast. I could not stop. I couldn't put it down. It's such an easy read, very light on the horror. It's more of a family drama. Man, I was so into it. It's almost like if John Steinbeck wrote a horror novel. That's what it felt like. If you are someone who likes literary fiction and also likes horror, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I've got to pick up all of Michael McDowell's books now. I kept hearing how good this was, and it is. So, Perdido, Alabama, small town, World War I or II era, I believe. Um, the town floods. With the flood comes Eleanor. So this town floods, and you find this woman who is staying in a flooded hotel. Nobody knows where she came from, how she survived the flood, why she's here. She just appears and ingrains herself in the very rich, powerful family of the Caskies. It's a very small town, but they are like the owners of the local mill. They are kind of the richest people in town. I love the Caskies so much. James Caskey, Oscar Caskey. These are amazing characters. Eleanor ends up marrying Oscar Caskey and becomes Eleanor Caskey. And then the novel just takes off. And it's just about the lives of the Caskies and a couple other families that sort of merge with the Caskies. The horror is so light in the book. You'll go hundreds of pages without any horror. At times, I almost forgot I was reading a horror novel, but then something will happen and you're like, whoa, yeah. It's got some very, very dark themes, child murder, rape. It's got some really dark stuff, but it's written beautifully. It's very light. Nothing's very graphic. It's so sparse in the book. Again, if you really are into like Steinbeck or just literary, like John Irving, stuff like that, but also like horror, this is perfect. If you like horror, but you don't like all the extreme stuff, like, I'm going to read the most shocking horror, just gross horror, none of that is here. This is very light. This is perfect for someone like that. Man, absolutely love this book. If it was 2,000 pages, I would still be reading it and loving it right now. So, the second book, Goddess of Filth by V. Castro. Man, what a way to end the Halloween season. I've got a few books here that I'm still working through. I really want to read The Halloween Tree today. It's Halloween today. That should be an easy read. But Goddess of Filth, again, amazing. I love possession stories. So I did Come Closer a while back, and it said if you like that one, you would probably like Goddess of Filth. And also, if you like Hex, you'll like Goddess of Filth because it's kind of about a witch in a way. This is kind of a twist on the possession. Normally it's a Christian demon that possesses a young innocent girl and corrupts her. This is very different. This is like an Aztec goddess. So this group of friends has a seance, summon this thing that takes hold of one of the girls, the shy, quiet girl, of course. But it's not like the exorcism. It's like this girl feels the presence of this goddess and accepts it. And this goddess helps her to come out of her shell and become a more powerful woman. The horror of the novel really doesn't even come from that. It comes from our antagonist. And I don't want to say who it is because it's a big spoiler. The book is very short, a couple hundred pages, but the antagonist is not who you would think it would be. It's a very, very good twist on this whole genre of possession horror. This entity that's taken over Fernanda is called the goddess of filth. Not because she is filthy, but because she is the eater of sin. She literally will suck the sin out of people. It's really good, really short, really effective, a nice twist on the possession genre. So check out both those books. Blackwater if you want a long haul, Goddess of Filth if you just want to read something quick in a couple days. Either way, you can't go wrong. What an amazing month. I'll do a recap of everything I read this month, which, not too much. And then maybe I'll have a couple more by that time. So thanks for watching. Happy Halloween, guys. See ya.